Hello and welcome to GUTV's Fireside Chat. We're here after Gonzaga's emotional 71-65 loss to North Carolina. I'm here with fellow GUTV members Samantha Takizawa and Angela San Giacomo. How did you guys deal with the initial shock of losing? Samantha first.
I was actually okay with it. Right after the game, I had a viewing party at my house. Everyone was just, yelling, "Oh, the refs were terrible. Oh, this is the worst thing." 2 people cried. But I'm just sitting there smiling going, I'm proud of what we've done. And I think it'd be a disgrace if we all just kept sitting here moping about it. So.
Simply devastating. I was on the floor crying for hours. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't too bad, but it was amazing that we got that far. It was quite disappointing, and the only thing that could cheer me up was a McChicken, and I got 2 of them, so it was good.
I live in DeSmet Hall, and it can't be said that there's no passion in DeSmet Hall for Gonzaga basketball. There was a group of freshmen who were just really into it. After the game, they were just in a circle, having a team pep talk, and probably half of them were crying, and it was just, there's so much emotion surrounding this team. Do you guys think it is normal and okay to be as obsessed with basketball as the Spokane community is?
I don't know if I have a right to say if they do or not. Because I am kind of obsessed with the team. My dad's an alum. My uncle's an alum. The first ever basketball game I went to as a kid was a GU game back home in the Bay Area. So, I don't know. For me, growing up with them, it's kind of hard not to get attached. And especially being this big presence in the community, I understand why they're upset. And I feel for them. I feel with them.
I'd have to say that I think it is justified. I think it is okay that we do this, because one of the things about Gonzaga is everyone's so dedicated to the community and dedicated to each other. I'd say the power to them. I love it.
How do you make yourselves feel better after a loss like this? Some people do go 5 stages of grief, starting with the denial. I know that happened. I saw people deny, "No, the refs blew it. We didn't." And then it slowly works its way around. What do you guys do to just come back down and get back on with your lives?
Let's just say I'm glad I'm over 21. No, that's not true. I am glad I'm over 21. Thank you, Jesus. But I don't know. I always, and this is kind of a pessimistic thing to do, I always try to think of the worst outcome, because if it happens, I'm not disappointed. But if it doesn't happen, something better happens, I'm just well, this is a plus side, and I'm the epitome of mediocrity in that regard. Of just, if I set my bar low, nothing's gonna hurt. Just the worst way to live your life.
That is the way to live, Sam, and I need to start doing that. I always think it's just the way I deal with it. 1, McChickens, as you know, and 2, it's a game. It's made for entertainment, so you just got to take it with a grain of salt. I'm not out there playing, so I can't really get too attached, but gotta love them Zags.
There's no doubt that we created a lot of good memories along the way. One thing that I recently saw from an NBA coach of a struggling team, Earl Watson of the Phoenix Suns, is that he wants to treasure the moments right now of brilliance they have, because they're not going to remember walking down the street, the championship parade street, but they're going to remember those individual moments early on that led them to become who they are. What are those kind of memories you have of Gonzaga basketball this year?
One of the best parts about Gonzaga basketball is that it brings people together. And so for this last game, we went to a viewing party somewhere in Logan. And mid-game, at halftime, everyone in the room all got up and we got in a giant circle and we just started praying. It was the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen, but it was quite inspiring, having 20 kids huddling together praying for a basketball game. It was hysterical, but I think that was definitely one of the defining moments for me for Zag basketball.
We are very fortunate to know one of the players, Ryan Edwards. All of us are Ryan Edwards. And just all the moments where you just see him just so excited. Because in class, he's usually just but if you watch a game and his eyes get really, really wide, and then he almost knocks out Tilly, it's the funniest thing you've ever seen, and I'm always going to remember that. And also Prancing Ryan. It's hard not to forget Prancing Ryan. So that's kind of what I'm going to take with me.
One of my favorite things about this team was late in the games, because the thing is with Gonzaga fans is we never get bored of a game, even if we're up by 50 or down by a lot. At the end of the game, when they would just start chanting Rui, 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 and like everyone wants this guy at the end of the bench to get in and get some of his, because I think Gonzaga basketball, it's not like a star-studded kind of thing. It's like we are a team, and we want everyone to succeed as a team, and that's what makes Gonzaga, I feel personally, a little bit different from some of the other basketball programs I've seen. All right, well, we still have a long time until the start of next season, but I think we had a lot of good memories along the way this year. A tough way to lose, no doubt. Maybe some questionable reffing. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. But a great season for the Zags, and once again, we just want to say how happy we are to be at a school that treasures a team this much and have a team that plays its heart out.